Well, we saw what the fallout was from the Royal Rumble on Raw, so what would the fallout be for SmackDown Live? It's time for WGS-TV Reviews SmackDown Live for the week of January 29th, 2019. Hey YouTube, are you ready for your hot tag? Because if you are, it's definitely time to warp.
Hey guys, it's Becky Lynch, and I'm here to tell you that you're watching The Wrestle Gamer on WGS-TV.
What's up guys, I'm the Wrestle Gamer, and welcome back to another episode of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer, and welcome back to WGS-TV, our resident music mogul over on youtube.com/Lance Moss TV, the incomparable Lance Moss. Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Finally, after 10,000 years, he's back.
Yep. Man, for me, SmackDown Live has always been a bit of a better show to watch than Monday Night Raw as of late, but WWE sure pushed the swerve button multiple times during SmackDown last night because they were chock full of surprises, including an unveiling of a new WWE Championship belt by Daniel Bryan. So let's get down to it and talk about SmackDown Live.
WGS-TV Reviews SmackDown Live, brought to you by Fruity Wipes.
SmackDown Live would open up with the man Becky Lynch to not only talk about her Royal Rumble win, but what happened on Monday Night Raw the other night with her challenging Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, Lance, I said this on the Monday Night Raw review yesterday, and I'm going to say it again on here. I don't hate Becky Lynch. I think she's a good talent, but I am not ready to jump on the man bandwagon.
Well, she's been having this gimmick for what, 6 months to a year?
Around that time.
Something
like that.
And then they had Little Miss, or what, as we over on HWR call, Reed and Drag come out. I hope they're not going with this the way I think they're going with this, because I don't want to see a triple threat match for a women's title at freaking Mania.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's what some of the news sites are reporting now, that the possibility is there for them to actually do that. But one thing that we could also speculate on, again, this is just pure speculation, but they could be taking the remaining time that Becky has left on SmackDown Live before they force her to make the jump to Monday Night Raw, because she's challenging for the Raw Women's Championship, and possibly working an angle with Charlotte that could possibly cultivate an Elimination Chamber. But right now, like I said, just pure speculation at this point. And also points to Becky for remembering at the last moment that she has to sell a knee injury. Because if you notice, at one point during the confrontation, she was walking fine, and next thing you know, she starts selling it again. I don't know if you caught that or not.
Yeah.
And now, the part of SmackDown Live that kind of makes me scratch my head and wonder, what in the blue fuck are they doing? Up next, the United States Championship was on the line as Shinsuke Nakamura defended the championship against R-Truth of all people. R-Truth and Carmella were quite vocal about what Nia Jax did at the Royal Rumble match to Truth. Now, during the live reaction stream on Twitch last night, I kind of made a joke about R-Truth winning the title, but I did not expect at any moment in any universe, at any time, to see what I saw, which was Truth countering a move by Shinsuke into a small package pin. And Lance, at first glance, it appeared to be a 2 count because they both got up and started doing their next spot. But then we heard the bell ring and referee signal that Truth pinned Shinsuke and was now the United States champion.
Well, they kind of got to give R-Truth his due, because, well, the way he looked after Nia beat his ass on Rumble, I mean, come on. And hey, it's not like he's not a former world champion, granted in their organization, but he's still a former world champion.
Well, yes, it's true. He was one of the early NWA World Heavyweight Champions from TNA. But
yeah.
But following that, Rusev would come out and make a challenge to the new United States Champion, and after a shoving contest, Truth agreed. So we had yet another United States Championship match, and you would think at this point this would be WWE's way of maybe putting the title back on Rusev, but before we knew it, Truth rolled up Rusev to pin him and retain the United States Championship. So now in back-to-back nights, we've had 2 heel turns. Monday Night Raw, Elias turned heel, but I guess with some of the way the fans react, you couldn't tell. And now Rusev has turned heel. And let me spell it out for some of the people. Shinsuke would sneak up behind Truth on the outside and attack him, sending him back into the ring. As the newly turned heel Rusev would join Shinsuke in beating him down. I don't know. And like I said at the onset of this review, Lance, WWE sure pushed the swerve button on this show.
Yeah. Hey, it's better than what we have been getting. Predictable wrestling, and when wrestling gets predictable, it gets crappy. So, hey, why not?
Now, backstage, Becky Lynch was approached and was asked why she didn't let WWE Medical examine her, to which Becky said she's fine and that she doesn't need to be on the shelf right now. I'm still left wondering, though, Lance, if the knee injury that she has is either a work or if it's kayfabe, but it's still, there are no sites actually even reporting on whether or not the knee injury is actually legit or not.
Yeah, all I'm sure of, she was looking damn good in them leather pants last night.
Before the break, Rey Mysterio made his way to the ring for his match with Samoa Joe. Now we come back from that commercial break to see R-Truth being seen by WWE Medical as Rey Mysterio was awaiting Samoa Joe, but instead of getting the Samoan submission machine, we get Zelina Vega, who blamed Rey Mysterio for being banned from ringside last week, and then from out of nowhere, Andrade Cien Almas, I don't give a fuck what WWE says, he has more than one name, it's Andrade Cien Almas, not freaking Andrade. But he attacks the former WWE champion. Mysterio would nearly get the upper hand on Andrade, setting him up for the 619, but was quickly countered into Andrade's hammerlock DDT and left Mysterio in a heap in the ring. Lance, I don't understand why WWE feels the need to cut off people's names. We saw it happen with Adrian Neville when he became Neville, and now it's Andrade instead of just Andrade Cien Almas. I don't understand why WWE feels the need to reduce people's names like that. He was just fine, in my personal opinion, as Andrade Cien Almas.
Yeah, I heard their reasons, but I can't remember what they are. It's like you said, the Big E thing, the Adrian Neville thing. Well, hell, he done changed his name completely. Now it's Pac. But yeah, it don't make no damn sense.
Yeah. Backstage, Rusev was by himself until he was approached by Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, who we haven't seen in quite some time on SmackDown, and they didn't take too kindly to what Rusev and Nakamura did, which led to them challenging Rusev and Nakamura to a match to which the former United States champion agreed on behalf of him and Rusev. And again, I'm still left wondering at this point, what are they doing on SmackDown Live this week? I just don't understand it. Lance,
I was wondering, when the hell did the Good Brothers become face?
That's a good question. That is indeed a very good question. Up next, the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions Shane McMahon and The Miz were out to celebrate their tag team title win from the Rumble, and after airing a brief video package featuring Miz recruiting Shane to be his partner, out would come Miz's dad, George Mizanin, and he basically told Miz that he loves him and that he's proud of him. You know, it's one of those heartwarming, play the fiddle moments and stuff like that. Shane would then announce that up next would be a fatal 4-way tag team elimination match, with the winners getting a shot at the SmackDown tag team titles, as it would be the Usos, New Day, Heavy Machinery, and the bar. And coming from the commercial break, backstage, alright, I don't know how else to say this, but because when I go back to even think about it, as I'm even looking at my notes, the headache is starting to pour. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville would announce that, one, they're in the women's tag team title match. So apparently the SmackDown side of the women's division, they don't need to have qualifying matches, I guess. I don't understand. But she would also say that Mandy Rose would also say why she was going after Naomi, stemming from some incident that happened at a Tough Enough from 2016. By the way, if you guys went back on that clip and you looked very, very carefully, Allie from Impact was in that clip. And she said that this incident from 2016 caused her to develop a complex, which caused a rift in her relationship with her then boyfriend, which made him break up with her. Okay. First off, WWE, we're not fucking dumb. Mandy Rose is a fucking 10. If any guy dumped her, it would have to be that because the guy's gay. That is the only fucking reason somebody would probably dump somebody like a Mandy Rose. But then again, that's just my opinion. Lance, what do you think?
Well, I'm more of an Alexa Bliss kind of guy, but I understand what you're saying.
So apparently that's the whole backstory with why Mandy Rose has targeted Naomi. Mandy Rose feels that Naomi ruined her relationship with her boyfriend, so in her mind, she has to get revenge by ruining Naomi's relationship.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When Mandy Rose was on Tough Enough, wasn't Naomi a Funkadactyl?
No, Naomi was a part of the faction with Tamina and Sasha Banks, and they were known as Team Bad. That was like right.
I can't remember them being on Tough Enough. What so damn ever?
It was like right after the Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks made their big call-ups to the main roster. Like right at the start of the Women's Evolution, and then they had them in the groups. It was like Team Bad, and then there was PCB, and
I just can't remember Naomi and her girls ever appearing on the TV show Tough Enough.
But the clip is there. The clip is there. In fact, it is on WWE's YouTube channel. But anyway, that's the backstory with them. You know, as stupid as that storyline is, I'd like to know who the fuck wrote it up. Anyway, on to the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match. We're just going to very quickly run down the eliminations. The first elimination would come with Heavy Machinery hitting the Compactor on Kofi to eliminate the New Day. The second elimination came when Sheamus hit the Brogue kick on Tucker Knight to eliminate Heavy Machinery. And then the final elimination came when Uso hit the Samoan Splash on Sheamus as Jimmy and Jay pick up the win and become the new #1 contenders to the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Yeah, I know that kind of concept is lost in WWE, you know, saying that they're the #1 contenders and whatnot. But anyway, backstage, Daniel Bryan was walking to the ring, but stopped and knocked a perfectly good sandwich out of someone's hand. What a waste of a good sandwich. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. But now Jimmy and Jay are the new #1 contenders for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. And I'm going to wonder, Lance, are they working this as face team versus face team, or is one of them going to turn heel?
This is one I'm not sure. This is one of those segments I didn't see.
Uh-huh.
So,
okay.
I don't know.
Well, apparently Daniel Bryan wanted to change the WWE climate, which is how they built up his promo. He would announce that Rowan was his intellectual peer, and then would pull up Medusa. If you know your wrestling history, you know what I mean. Lance, I think you kind of know what I'm talking about too. Bryan would declare that the WWE Championship was trash because it was made from the hide of an imaginary cow named Daisy that actually got a pop from the crowd. my head's hurting just thinking about it. And threw the title belt in the trash can and then unveiled the new WWE Championship, which looked like it was carved from wood, with the belt being made from hemp, which angered the former WWE Champion AJ Styles, who proceeded to ask Bryan if he smoked a prototype of the belt. But then out would come the Viper Randy Orton, who made his presence known before WWE cut to commercial break. But then after the break, we saw Jeff Hardy in the ring, followed by Mustafa Ali, and then Samoa Joe, who verbally berated and belittled all the men in the ring until he got into the face of AJ Styles, who imploded on the Samoan submission machine. As all hell was breaking loose, Daniel Bryan would get on the mic and declare that no matter how much those guys fought, that none of them were getting a shot at the WWE Championship. That is, and Lance, I'm pretty sure you can see what's coming next, until Triple H appeared on the Titantron and corrected Bryan by saying that he was going to face all of them for the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber. Lance, I have to ask you first, thoughts on the new looking WWE Championship belt?
The strap looks like crap, but the plates look better.
Well, yeah, to a degree, and well, you know what? I'll save what I thought for our overall score and thoughts. SmackDown Live was quite unpredictable this week, with R-Truth's United States Championship win to Rusev turning heel, and even an imaginary freaking cow named Daisy getting a pop from the crowd. The new-looking WWE Championship belt kind of fits the extreme vegan gimmick of the new Daniel Bryan, but at the same time, and again, this is just my personal opinion, it makes the WWE Championship belt look like a second-rate joke. The only thing that was a bigger joke than that was Mandy Rose's reason for going after Naomi and trying to ruin her relationship. Overall score of SmackDown Live this week gets a 3.5 out of 5, with best match of the night definitely going to the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Elimination match, with surprise of the night going to R-Truth winning the United States Championship. I personally don't know if anyone saw that coming at all. Lance, over to you. What's your overall score and thoughts on SmackDown this week?
From what I've seen, best of the night, yeah, them finally giving the truth what's up and giving him a belt, so that's cool, definitely. And hey, since they're letting some surprises and going in a good way, keep it up, Vince.
Yep, so guys and gals, that's been our thoughts on SmackDown Live this week. Well, we want to know from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on SmackDown Live. What are your overall scores and what are your thoughts on SmackDown Live this week? What are your opinions on the new looking WWE Championship belt? And what are your thoughts about R-Truth surprisingly becoming the new United States Champion? I definitely want to hear what you guys out there have to say. Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to slam that like button. Like a champ. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to remember how to do this. It's been a while, but I'm going to remember how to do this. Lance, what can fans expect to see when they come visit your channel over on youtube.com/LanceMossTV?
Well, every once in a while I go live on Smash TV, and friends, I never know who's going to show up, and every Friday I put out a video. This week I think it's going to be my version of the Blood Moon video from that happened about 2 weeks ago, so yeah. And you can move on to where it's at, Lance Moss TV.
And if you guys want to see more wrestling talk with awesome gameplays right here on the channel, you know the two ways you got to do it. You got to leg drop the subscribe button and hit that bell icon to turn on notifications, so that way you guys will never miss out on another video right here on my channel. And don't forget to join me live daily on Twitch at twitch.tv/WrestleGamer. Come hang out with me live. So with that being said, for the incomparable Lance Moss from Lance Moss TV, I'm your friendly neighborhood Wrestle Gamer, reminding all of you guys out there to just stay awesome. Bye, guys!